Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome back to another new video. And today I'm going to be doing a video on a topic that I wanted to do for a while, but I wanted to wait to get my thoughts on. And that is the tragic passing of Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama. Now I'm going to be talking about, aside from Akira Toriyama himself, I'm going to be talking about what Dragon Ball, meant to me. My memories with Dragon Ball, ranging from watching the various shows to playing the different types of video games, things like that. Now, first off, I want to give my condolences to the Toriyama family, and may Akira Toriyama rest in peace. Now that's out of the way, let's talk about some of the memories I had with this franchise. Now, way back in the day, during the first version of Toonami, I remember watching Dragon Ball Z. Now, it's not the Dragon Ball Z you guys see now. This is the early Funimation Dragon Ball Z. You know, the English dub where most people didn't like but just didn't care because it was Dragon Ball. You know, to give an example, I remember watching the Frieza saga of Dragon Ball Z, and there was a moment during the fight between Goku and Frieza where after Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan for the first time, he ends up giving this epic speech where he says, "I am the hope of the universe," and it just goes from there. Yeah, this is that version of Dragon Ball Z which I'm talking about. Yeah, and aside from that, you guys remember way back in the day where VHS tapes were popular and were a thing, and you just record whatever, whatever show you watch? Yeah, to me, it was Dragon Ball Z, and I'll get back to that later, but yeah. Another thing I should mention is, I remember watching Dragon Ball Z Kai way back when it first premiered on Nicktoons. Yeah, keep that in mind. Dragon Ball Z Kai, an anime show, aired on Nicktoons, the channel for kids. Yeah. Keep that in mind. Yeah, and mind you, it helped open the door for other animes like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, so keep that in mind. Without Dragon Ball Z Kai airing on Nicktoons, the other animes I mentioned wouldn't have even premiered on Nicktoons. The higher-ups at Nicktoons wouldn't have gotten the rights to air those anime without Dragon Ball Z Kai opening the door. And speaking of Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Z Kai has aired on Toonami, uncut. Yeah. And just recently, Toonami premiered a marathon where it showed the first 8 episodes of Dragon Ball Z Kai to give tribute to Akira Toriyama's passing. And I think the last few marathons they aired was the Goku Frieza fight, the,
「
um,
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 「 um,
um, I think they premiered a marathon where they aired some episodes of the Majin Buu saga. I could be wrong, but yeah. Now on to Dragon Ball Super. I remember watching it when it premiered on Toonami as well. And mind you, both Dragon Ball Z Kai and Dragon Ball Super aired on like the modern version of Toonami. Yeah, I feel like I should have mentioned that before. I apologize. But yeah. Now, as for Dragon Ball GT, I don't remember watching it on Toonami, but I do remember watching like the various promos they had when it aired on Toonami back in the day. And another marathon I should mention that I don't really remember watching is the Dragon Ball Chronicles marathon, where it aired episodes of Dragon Ball, the Funimation version of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. If they do another marathon like that, they should air Dragon Ball Super into the mix too, as a way to like give one last hurrah to Akira Toriyama now that he's passed on. Yeah. Now on to the video games. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. I remember playing the first 3 Budokai games back when PlayStations were relevant. Like the first 2 PlayStations were irrelevant, especially for me when it came to the PlayStation 2. And my favorite game of that era is, of course, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which I'm currently playing now as I'm recording this video. Yeah. Now, when it comes to Xbox, the only few games I remember playing, good and bad, are Ultimate Tenkaichi and the HD collection of Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Budokai 3. Yeah. Now, sorry, my nose is quite itchy. So, yeah. Now on to, like, the current Xbox, like Xbox One. I played a lot of games on there, like the first 2 Xenoverse video games, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I think that's it. I know, like, there is another game coming out that is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Yeah. Excuse me. Which, if I remember right, is a sequel to the Dragon Ball Z Budokai series. Yeah. Again, I could be wrong on that. I am excited though, and I can't wait to see what happens when it comes out. Yeah. Now, excuse me, on to, like, what Dragon Ball means to me. Dragon Ball, whether it's watching the anime or reading the manga, I haven't read the manga, I only learn about what happens on the manga by watching videos on YouTube, or the merchandise that the Dragon Ball crew has put out. Like, I remember way back in the day, I play with some of the action figures, and I do remember watching a DVD set. I remember when my brother brought home a DVD set for the Majin Buu saga. Mind you, it wasn't the DBZ Kai version of the Buu saga. This is a Funimation version of the Buu saga. Yeah, so, yeah, I remember watching that. Oh man, I remember watching that with my brother. Shout out to him. But yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my throat was a little dry. But yeah. What Dragon Ball means to me is that it's not only awesome when it comes to being action-packed, it's also an inspiration. Like, it not only inspired various animators to like draw and like publish their animes to the world, it also inspired the various cartoons to like reference Dragon Ball in one way, shape, or form. I do remember in the cartoon Steven Universe, there was one episode of the show where it was just straight up Dragon Ball, at least for me. There are various references to Dragon Ball in that episode. There's also another cartoon codenamed Kids Next Door where, like, during an episode there was a segment where it, like, straight up played out, like, the Goku versus Frieza fight. I don't remember the episode's name. If I do, congrats to them, but yeah. Yeah, without Dragon Ball being as popular as it is, the anime and cartoon industries wouldn't be as popular if it were not for Dragon Ball. And as for like the games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, I'm pretty sure like they took inspiration from Dragon Ball as well. Again, that's, at least to me, I could be wrong on that. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah. Now, as for me, it inspired me to like exercise. Yeah. It inspired me to like get up and exercise. And to quote Master Roshi, when he tries to teach Goku and Krillin the ways of the Turtle School, move well, work well, play well, eat well, and sleep well. Move well, eat well, play well, sleep well, and play well. No, wait, you get what I mean. Okay, you get what I mean. But yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Akira Toriyama's passing, and what does Dragon Ball mean to you? Just comment below, let me know. I'm Wisdom Cube. Again, I give my condolences to Akira Toriyama's family. May he rest in peace. And to quote Goku back when Dragon Ball GT ended, till we meet again, guys.